Next tonight, the leader of Gateshead Council says that the town's new arena and conference centre, which is due to be built on the banks of the River Tyne, will go ahead. That's despite a number of delays and rising costs.
The work on the project, which would sit next to the Glasshouse Music Centre and the Baltic Art Gallery, was meant to start in the autumn of 2023. But as costs spiral, it's thought plans are now being reassessed, as Chris Jepson reports.
When it's built, the new arena on Gateshead Quayside will hold 12,500 people, providing space for events and international conferences. This artist's impression shows what it might look like, but ITV News understands the plans are being redesigned for a second time due to rising costs.
The cost of living crisis, the war in Ukraine, the rise in interest rates, the slump in construction, all of those have added huge costs, and therefore we have had to revise our plans, but we are absolutely committed. We're hoping by the end of this summer we will be able to announce definitively that Tyneside and the region can look forward to this development.
You've had delays already, rising costs. The taxpayer may be thinking this is never going to happen, it's just going to be a white elephant. What do you say to that?
We have construction firms who are committed to development of the project. We have private sector investors who are hundreds of millions of pounds committed from the private sector. They're committed to the project. What we need to do is to get some of the escalating costs reduced and to get some further grant aid in to get it to a financially viable project for Gateshead Council. The burden of this will not fall on the taxpayers of Gateshead Council.
On high-profile projects like this, industry experts suggest it's a case of speculate to accumulate.
Good infrastructure tends to add up to about £4 in every pound of construction costs into the local economy, local GDP. Jobs in construction phase, jobs in the operational phase, right the way through. So we're a big fan of infrastructure projects being built, but there is always upfront capital costs which have to be borne by somebody.
With the promise from Gateshead Council that the arena will go ahead, and with an advance of £500,000 from the North East Combined Authority, the future could be bright.
The Conference and Exhibition Centre would be an absolute game changer. For context, Labour Party conference last year had 18,000 delegates at it. We've got 4,500 bedrooms across Newcastle and Gateshead. We've got 17 hotels, either planning applications approved, just waiting on this announcement coming forward. So there's a huge amount of jobs, economic growth on the back of this single development.
The groundwork into these plans is still underway, but come this time next year, it's hoped that diggers and workers will be back, constructing an arena the region can be proud of. Chris Jepson, ITV News, Gateshead.